Son, I leave the rest to you.
She's a most mysterious woman, is she not?
It would be fortunate if no harm befalls our lord.
It is Father's choice. There is nothing I can do. Let's go. If we fail in the defense, we will have to suffer his needless scolding.
The Serpent King Orochi had been defeated. However, Daji and the remnants of Orochi's army rose in rebellion, with several familiar faces in their midst. Masamune Date, determined to succeed his old friend Orochi. Dongzhuo, who longed to fulfill his dreams of paradise. And finally, Lu Bu, who wielded his pike in hopes of seizing control of the land. Elsewhere, Cao Cao, who had revived the kingdom of Wei, and his son Cao Pi, to whom he entrusted its defense, also raised an army. At Cao Cao's side was the beautiful and mysterious Nuwa.
Nuwa, just what is Daji plotting?
That I do not know. Yet she is surely up to something.
It was foolish of me to ask. I should know her sole goal is to sow chaos in this world.
Newsflash! A monkey's army has been sighted on the road ahead. Weird, huh?
She disappeared with the grace of a dancing deer! Lord Cao Cao, just who was that?
A unique kind of spy, capable of many things. Most useful tool. She mentioned that there was an army led by a monkey. Curious. Let us go see this circus army.
Whoa, looks like the mice have come out to play. What is Nuwa doing?
Do you know that monkey?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
Now you are a monkey handler, are you?
That's not just some simple monkey. We'll see how long your arrogance lasts. Oh, what a lucky break! Looks like the trash has gathered itself for us! Now, seize them!
Only an utter fool would divide their forces so recklessly. I see your sense of strategy has not improved, Dongzhuo.
He ignores the enemy ambush. Is he bold or merely stupid?
My turn now. Ambush forces, attack!
Another enemy scratched out!
Curse you, Cao Cao! One day I will use your own beard to strangle you!
Tua, I didn't know better. I think you were still trying to test me.
To what might you be referring?
Attack! Attack! Crush those insects beneath our heels! Stand by! Get on your knees and beg now, I may spare your life. If you get on your knees and beg me, it'll make it easier to lock your head off.
Oh, please, Mr. Badman, please don't kill me. So much fun.
Another enemy scratched out! Another enemy scratched out!
About time we got at it. Oh, you get moving! say about joining us? The winning side?
Stand a chance. Here's a banana. Why don't you go somewhere and take five?
I can't associate with monkeys. Their smelly fur is repulsive.
Yeah, but then I'd have to be on Dongero's side. And that's just be awkward, you know?
Cavorting around with the humans? Just what are you scheming?
Would you mind your own business?
Can anyone stop me?
Woo! That was some fight. Don't worry, I'll be back for more.
Nua, are you hiding something? Would not be wise to think that you can take...
To what might you be referring?
No matter. Let us quicken our pace.
Breaking news! The terrifying Lu Bu has been sighted ahead at Shui.
Seems Lu Bu has grown weary of a land without Orochi. Would not be wise to allow him to run free on his own. We march to Shui Gate.
Can you beat him? The demon Lu Bu?
The demon. He blindly blunders about, wreaking violence. He is merely a rabid dog that needs to be put down. His unparalleled might stands no chance against my ambition.
Well, I look forward to seeing this for myself. The hunt for this mad beast.
Cao Cao managed to drive back the tyranny of Dong Zhuo. Sun Wukong, the presence of this mysterious member of Dong Zhuo's army, led Cao Cao to believe that perhaps the world would once again face a supernatural threat. However, Nuwa, who seemed to know something of the matter, remained silent. Just then, reports came in that Lu Bu had appeared near Shui Gate. Hearing the news, Cao Cao gathered his most trusted soldiers and headed off to battle. In order for Cao Cao to realize his ambitions, he knew he must first defeat the unparalleled might of Lu Bu.
Ninja, this time I will need you to take an active role in the battle.
All right then. As long as you're not going to get all dictatorial on me and demand I bring you Lu Bu's head.
Lu Bu can be dealt with at our leisure. A battle's outcome does not rest on the power of one person. I would like you to take part and see for yourself what I have in store.
I'll take great pleasure in grinding your bones to dust!
I will show you the folly of relying only on
My moment!
Getting pretty full of yourselves, aren't you?
As always, Lu Bu fights with the ferocity of a pack of rabid wolves.
Another enemy scratched out!
However, no matter how fearsome the wolf, a simple trap can overcome any beast. Xiahou Yuan, now is the time.
Right on it!
I will slay any who stand in the way of our conquest!
My moment! Just hold out a little longer! Another enemy scratched out! Another enemy scratched out!
getting rough. Not much longer now!
Let's make things interesting. I cannot allow you to lose defeat. Not when you bring such chaos to the world.
Do me a favor. Stand still for a second and let me smash you.
Yeah, never seen it coming. Now that would be chaos, huh?
Chaos is the enemy of beauty. Therefore, you must be destroyed. Another enemy scratched out.
That'll teach ya.
Can anyone stop me? 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 Fools! The fight is just beginning! The coming evil is pleased to take you all on! Worthless trash! Not even fit to tarnish the steel of my blade! If you think you got what it takes to tackle with me, then bring it on! Can anyone stop me? As always, your plan was infallible, my lord.
Did you see the look on Lu Bu's face? That was priceless!
No matter how brilliant a plan I devise, without men to execute it, it is as useless as a mule with a spinning wheel. You two are among the few I can rely on. Can I count on your continued loyalty?
Cao Cao, I have very much enjoyed watching you fight.
I have told you, I am the ruler of WEI. Do not waste your time testing my abilities.
Forgive me. My mission is important, deserving of the utmost caution.
I believe we have something more important to discuss.
Daji is trying to resurrect Orochi. Also, the one that monkey follows? He appears to be working toward the same goal. Cao Cao, there is no time to lose. Will you not aid me in putting an end to those plans?
First, I must send a message to my son. I will have him muster as many troops as possible. Zhang He, you must go and recruit Yuan Shao. In these circumstances, we will need all the help we can get.
Understood. I promise I will bring him back with me.
I will send out messages myself as well. Maybe a few others will be amenable to our request.
For you, my lord, they will be sure to come.
the Serpent King Orochi had returned. With his defeat of the mighty Lu Bu, Cao Cao had earned the trust of Nuwa. She laid forth her plans concerning the mysterious Kiyomori Taira. Cao Cao understood the necessity of preventing the revival of Orochi and looked to merge forces with the other kingdoms. First, he issued a proclamation declaring his plan and charged his son Cao Pi with gaining the cooperation of Wu. Meanwhile, Zhang He was given the task of enlisting Cao Cao's old friend Yuan Shao, who had been building up his forces near Shizugatake.
Ever since the defeat of Orochi, Yuan Shao has gained much power. However, with Orochi being reawakened, Yuan Shao's role should be one of support rather than the lead. With this battle, I will make him see the light. Lord Yuan Shao's army is heading for me. It appears I won't be able to avoid confrontation.
Wei, this is your chance. Obliterate the army of Wei.
It has been many long months since I have departed my beloved Shu to test my strength. Now by chance, my long-desired opportunity has come. I will be the victor this day.
Another enemy scratched out! What an uncouth and clumsy weapon! It suits you! My moment! With this plan I have devised, I will surely achieve a beautiful victory here today. I will use the discord between the three Yuan brothers against them.
Understood. I will seek an audience with Yuan Tan.
device has been taken care of. My Another enemy scratched out. Another enemy scratched out!
They're mine!
Time to show you all what a ninja can really do!
Lord Yuan Tan, I have heard that your father wishes to appoint your brother as heir. However, it is my belief that you are the only man fit to succeed your father. If we lend you our support, you could do something about it.
If that's true, then I must act at once. Lord Shunyo, please lend me your strength.
My son has betrayed me? Oh, he sullies our family name.
This must be a case when son against father. If this continues, Yuan Shi will also... I will speak to Yuan Shi. Lord Yuan Shao, please prepare a letter.
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
Very well. I entrust the safe carriage of my letter to you. It is time to administer the punishment this evil trickster deserves.
With this blade, I will tear the armies of WEI asunder!
Can anyone stop me?
Do not give them a chance to trick you. Advance and eliminate them!
Can anyone stop me?
I have come in answer to Lord Cao Pi's call!
Now that Lord Cao Pi has awakened the Wu, I must do the same with Lord Yuan Shao.
Finally, it's our turn! Let's show them our might! Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? The coming evil is pleased to take you all on!
Retreat!
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
This is not turning out how I imagined it.
Cao Cao and Cao Bi are truly father and son. They think alike.
By absorbing other forces, they will gain the power needed to resist Kiyomori. I'm sure you understand the necessity for some roughness in their methods.
It is of no import. Wu knows the problem we face. The problem is Yuan Shao, is it not?
Attempting to force us to serve him. Does Cao Cao intend to become a second Orochi?
That's enough, Shang Wei. We have been defeated, and as such, we have no right to be so bold. I shall comply with your gracious request and join your cause. I must think of the good of the land.
Check and make sure that's the real Yuan Shao, someone. Wouldn't be the first time we've had an imposter in our midst.
Our friends have come before me and begged me for their aid. It would not be noble of me to refuse. We march! With the assistance of Cao Cao and his men, the new Yuan Shao army will prevent the return of the Serpent King!
Ah, there's the Yuan Shao I know. Now, let us return to Lord Cao Cao.
Zhang He was victorious at the Battle of Shizugatake, and Cao Cao welcomed Yuan Shao into his army. In addition, Cao Pi brought along with him the forces of Wu. However, they were not alone, as Kiyomori entrusted his officer Wukong with capturing talented officers to help in their efforts to revive Orochi. And thus the land was split into those seeking to revive Orochi behind Kiyomori, and those looking to prevent his resurrection behind Cao Cao. One side had to give. They were about to find out which it would be.
Listen up, heroes and heroines of chaos! The monkey's back! And this time, he's fighting someone else.
Someone else battles against that fool monkey. This could be advantageous. Let us join the battle as well. Xiahou Yuan, lead an assault against that meddling Wukong.
Yes, sir! Surprise attacks are my specialty! Don't blink or you'll miss it!
Surrender is for the weak of spirit. This is just how I like it.
Yeah, but we're completely surrounded. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Can anyone stop me?
Looks like they're hanging in there. Time to give them a hand.
The end is near. Overrun the castle now. Help. Now that I could do with.
No matter what, don't you let them die! Team of Yee's in charge? I could have done without that information.
Can anyone stop me?
Pretty good, big guy.
Not bad for a gun-toting pretty boy.
Hey, are you mad?
That was kind of close. You got some skill, I'll give you that.
You're not too bad yourself. Now let's get rid of the rest of you.
Can anyone stop me?
Looks like the crisis has been averted for now.
Right. Time to turn our attention to the enemy without.
I think it's about time for the Psycha Renegades to make an appearance. Toshie, hold the fort here. I'm gonna go round up my buddies.
Going for help? Go right ahead.
I got a feeling we better stop that guy.
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
Second wave! Attack their castle!
They're still coming? Hold tight, boys!
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
Here, have some of my specialty, bullets a la Saika.
Hey, I thought we agreed on full disclosure. You never told me about those troops. Of course, that doesn't mean that I didn't have a few up my sleeve.
What are you fools doing? Release the Phantom!
Phantom warriors advance! Make the enemy's screams of terror rip through the air! Can anyone stop me? 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 The coming evil is pleased to take you all on.
My Phantom? Gone?
Can anyone stop me? Come on! me! Can anyone stop me?
WEI, my former home. I shall destroy them utterly.
Reunited at last. Allow me to celebrate by decorating this place with your limbs.
Hey, little horsey, I see some split ends on your mane. How about I give you a trim? Can anyone stop me?
I don't know how, but we managed to get rid of him in the end.
Can anyone stop me?
Now's my chance to show all the ladies of the world what I can do.
You really came through for us. You want a favor in return, you only have to ask.
My lord's on the lookout for guys who know how to handle a weapon. You two interested in joining us?
Cao Cao, from what I hear, he's another Nobunaga. But I suppose I could give him a chance.
Rest assured, I will repay this debt with my spears.
Cao Cao has enlisted the aid of Yuan Shao, while his son has earned the trust of Wu. It goes well. Cao Cao is a human born to shine in chaos. In a sense, he and he has seen through even me. I only hope he does not stray, for he would be a more fearsome if I entrusted the fate of the world to its savior or its destroyer.
Is something troubling you, my lord?
What do you think? Wrenched from eternal slumber?
You will feel better once you fight the warriors of WEI.
Cao Cao emerged victorious in his conflict with Kiyomori. Having driven back Kiyomori's vanguard, led by Wukong, Cao Cao added the talented officers Toshiie Maeda and Magoichi Saika to his ranks. Following the success of Cao Cao's army, Nuwa looked on, unsure how to proceed. She must be patient. However, there were no assurances that Cao Cao would not march upon the path to evil. In such an event, who would be able to stop him? Demon and mystic alike feared the very mention of Cao Cao's name. Such was his strength. Determined to defeat Cao Cao once and for all, Kiyomori readied his secret weapon. Orochi, Cao Pi found himself surrounded at Komaki Nagakute. Facing impossible odds, the forces of Cao Cao were in danger of crumbling to their very foundation.
My lord, I bring grave news. Kiyomori and Orochi are both advancing toward Lord Cao.
What? Orochi has been reawakened?
No, it's too soon.
My lord, we've no time to waste. We must rush to Lord Cao Pi's aid.
The Serpent King returns, and the world will know fear and mayhem once more.
So, Orochi has awakened. I will deal with him after I rescue my son.
That must be Cao Cao. He has come for his family. Perfect. This will make it easy to round them all out.
Can anyone stop me?
Lord Cao Pi, don't let your guard down.
I know even Orochi will not be able to breach your defenses.
Watch as the Serpent King's blade shatters upon my armor.
Lord Cao Cao has arrived. Perhaps his intervention will be enough to change the momentum of this battle.
Lord Cao Pi, I have concocted something of a plan.
Is that so? Well, give it a try. Your plans usually have a certain measure of success.
In that case, would you mind leading the main force through the center of the battlefield?
Planning to use me as bait, are you? Very well then.
Everyone, after me!
Father, I am grateful for your help.
I have only just begun to fight this day myself.
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
They dare to step willingly into our midst? Then we must be there to welcome them.
I cannot fall here. Not while peace is still fresh in this land. Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
Like a moth to a flame. Time for me to get moving.
They are stubborn, certainly. Perhaps we will need more numbers.
Can anyone stop me?
Still not enough. Wukong, size into them on the flanks.
Yeah! I'm gonna give those suckers a big surprise.
Monkey in my way this time? I had hoped this wouldn't take quite this long. It seems Orochi's revival has rekindled the enemy's spirits.
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? The coming evil is pleased to take you all on. Can anyone stop me?
I
allow no one to harm my lord.
Can anyone stop me?
We better hurry, or this will all be for naught. Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? That's it? I expected a little more from the army of the mighty Serpent King. There's no need for fancy tricks against such incompetence.
Now is the time to strike. All armies, press the attack!
It appears I have underestimated how much spirit was left in this army. This may require a more direct approach.
Time to paint the town red! I'm fresh out of paint.
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
My lord Orochi is not yet ready to face his enemies. I must put an end to this battle myself.
anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
I will buy you more time.
Orochi has escaped? How is this possible?
How could Orochi have been so weak? Could it be a trick for us to lower our guard?
He has not yet been fully resurrected. For that, he requires the aid of a girl called Himiko. I did not see the girl there. Cao Cao, you must find this Himiko.
Nua, disappointed in you. You've been keeping secrets from me again, but I have no time to spare in chastising you. We must not waste a moment in finding this Himiko.
Before we rush off to our next engagement, though, do you not think it would be appropriate to give Lord Cao Pi a few words of praise?
His courage under fire was what enabled us to withstand such a fierce assault.
Lord Cao Pi's defense was impeccable. He is a true warrior of Wei.
He's well on his way to becoming a true heir to my...
Well, I hardly think you yourself are quite ready for retirement yet.
Father, what is the matter?
Time is against us. We must begin the deployment of our forces.
My son performed admirably while I was away. Now, together, we will lead WEI to victory!
A lord who listens to his advisors. An advisor who risks even his life for his lord. Love it is not. And yet, a strong bond. It appears my fears were groundless.
Cao Cao and his men emerged victorious over Orochi at Komaki Nagakute. It seemed that Orochi had not yet reached his full strength upon being brought back from the dead. With the return of Cao Pi to their ranks, the men's morale was at an all-time high. Determined to prevent Orochi from reaching full strength, they set after the one girl who had the power to make it happen. Her name was Himiko. Hoping to protect Himiko from Orochi's army, Cao Cao and his men knew that the task they faced was of the utmost importance.
Cao Cao, do you have any idea of the whereabouts of Himiko?
If I did, I would not be dawdling here. Zhang Wei, do you have an idea?
I fear that those who seek to revive Orochi will also be searching for Himiko. And we must not forget, aside from Kiyomori, there is another who desires the revival of the Serpent King.
Gee. Shall we see if we can catch her then? Could be fun.
All right, let's not waste any more time thinking and get down to action.
Ah, the impetuousness of youth. Very well. Zhang Wei, Toshiie, I entrust the search. You must hunt her down and secure Himiko.
I know I was keen to volunteer for the mission, but I don't suppose anyone actually knows where Daji is.
Rest assured, Toshiie, Daji is a stranger to this world. She will find it difficult to move clandestinely. In fact, she may be closer than you think.
You mean she's around here? Surely not. Hey, there she is!
We found you, Daji. Toshiie, don't forget. Our first priority is to secure Himiko.
Don't worry, this is my chance to make a name for myself in this world. I won't let it go.
The one called Himiko is with Daji. We must capture them both. We haven't a moment to spare.
Can anyone stop me?
Who said that? Whoever it was, seems to be
Enemy shells incoming! Ah!
I had no idea Daji had organized her defense so diligently. Silence those cannons! We'll also assist.
Can anyone stop me?
I've got the camp covered. You go stop the cannons. The only way I'm leaving here is in pieces.
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
good. Make our best love, though, won't you? When you don't take due care, you end up falling into traps like this. And then you end up dead.
It appears our movements have been read to perfection. I must do something. This is looking grim.
The Azai have arrived. Lord Zhang Wei, it's time for you to realize your potential. In response to Lord Cao Cao's request, I have come to help.
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
Lord Nagamasa, your assistance is much appreciated.
The Asai are here. Now we've got a fighting chance.
Now, we finally have a chance to catch our breaths. Lord Zhangwei, my loyal friend Lord Asakura has also pledged his support. He should arrive any moment.
The coming evil is pleased to take you all on.
I think that's more than enough meddling little insects for one extermination. I don't think I'll let anyone else in. Leave that to me, Dachi.
Lord Asakura's army won't be able to join the battle. I will open them a path, by force if I must.
I'm gonna go make sure our reinforcements arrive.
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
Why, thank you, Himi. Himiko, what do you think you're doing? I specifically told you to make sure you got away. Okay, but you make sure you get away too. I mean it. Don't go getting cocky now.
Ready the cannons! Now fire!
I've got plenty more where that came
This looks like fun! Let me have some!
Hey, Casey! Let's get!
Don't mind if I do! Let's go!
You win this round. Till we meet again.
The Asakura are here to honor our alliance with the Azai. Lady Oichi told us you needed our help.
Lord Asakura, I am indebted to you as always. Oichi, thank you for guiding Lord Asakura here.
No, their arrival is due to the trust you have shown them over the years.
Can anyone stop me?
Now's the time to signal our counterattack. Attack!
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
of victory will soon be dashed. No choice but to surrender.
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
All right. I surrender. Come on in. Get Why would I ever surrender?
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Anybody else willing to face me?
Which of you won? Dare stand in my path to conquest! Did I fool? Did I?
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
Okay, this time I mean it. I surrender. Boil me, burn me, do what you will. After all, it looks like Himiko got away at least.
Winning the battle means nothing if we still don't know where Himiko is.
Daji, where has Himiko gone?
Why, she's with Lord Orochi, of course. Oh, look, you're all scared. How adorable. Enough flirting! Jiang Wei's coming with me, and we're going after Himiko.
Himiko is traveling towards Tong Gate. We must hurry before we are too late.
You two have done well. You've caught Daji. There is no need for regret. Shahodun, take the cavalry and head to Tong Gate at once.
I am thankful that you've entrusted such an important task to me, my lord.
Now, Nagamasa, thank you for responding to my request. I will continue to need your lance in the battles to come.
I will render whatever assistance I can.
We meet again, Daji.
Yes, and it looks like time has changed you more than me. What? Are you Cao Cao's little pet now?
You have grown impertinent in your freedom.
He captures me. He's got you eating from the palm of his hand. Sounds like he's taking over. Sounds to me like Lord Orochi's not the one you should be worried about. You should look closer to home.
Taken to the brink of defeat by the sorcery of Daji, Jiang Wei managed to escape with a victory, thanks to the assistance of Nagamasa. While they had let Himiko escape, they did manage to capture Orochi's strategist, Daji. With this victory, Cao Cao proved that no obstacle could stop him, turning each seemingly impossible setback into an opportunity for gain. Nuwa found herself swayed by Daji's warnings of the threat posed by Cao. Just as Daji had feared, not even the mystical Nuwa possessed the power to stop Cao Cao. She could do nothing but pray that Cao Cao would not fall to the same obsession with power that had afflicted Kiyomori. Meanwhile, Kiyomori summoned Masamune and Keiji to help in his quest to revive Orochi. The addition of these two warriors only served to make the Orochi army even stronger. The complete resurrection of Orochi was nearly at hand. However, Cao Cao refused to surrender and set off for Tong Gate in pursuit of Himiko.
Kiyomori. So he intends to buy enough time for Himiko to get to Orochi. This means that he's Orochi's servant. I don't have time to wait for Lord Cao Cao. Kiyomori, clear this path, or your blood shall end up as rust on my blade. Even you, Kiyomori, can't hold me back.
Can anyone stop me?
Thoughtless animals, you have fallen right into my trap. Brave you may be, but a brave fool is a fool nonetheless.
Kiyomori, I will pay you back tenfold for this.
Today, I will show you what no mere human could ever show you.
This battle is of great significance. The Demon King will join us. Advance and cut down any who stand in your path.
Even Nobunaga has responded to Lord Cao Cao's appeal. This is a battle against time. Rally the army, and let's go meet our destinies.
What's happening? No matter how many we defeat, there seems to be no end to them.
More sleight of hand? Ha. Take them out, and find the magician while you're at it.
Ha! So now the devil Shibata is being ordered around by some young whelp. Move out!
Ah, they're back! Save us!
Our soldiers are about to turn tail and run like little girls. Must find who is responsible for this trickery.
They're monsters!
At this rate, we'll never break through. Where is that sorcerer? If we don't find them soon, Himiko will escape.
Please, spare our lives.
I have no need of your life. I do, however, desire your sorcery.
surrender.
Very well. Then you will work for me.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to rely on Kiyomori! Don't worry, I will put an end to this annoying rabble.
The only rabble here is you. The only problem we'll have is carting your massive carcass off this battlefield.
Yoo-hoo! Sorry to keep y'all waiting, but the great Sun Wukong has finally arrived. Now then, who wants to rumble first?
The coming evil is pleased to take you all on! Can anyone stop me?
Well, looks like you guys just volunteered yourself. Yeah! I'm sorry, old man. It's like I slipped up again.
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
Very cunning, I am sure. Enough! Your quest to find Lord Orochi continues on the path beyond me. Although you will never live to offer.
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
I will pass the time until Orochi is whole by watching as you slowly die.
I hate to turn down such a generous invitation, but I am in something of a hurry.
Can anyone stop me?
My work has been completed. Lord Orochi has awoken. His venom will course through this land once more.
Nobunaga, your reinforcements proved most useful.
It was my privilege to be witness to your greatness.
Orochi has been reawakened at Guandu. Is this the time to be drinking with Nobunaga?
They didn't just exchange cups. They also exchanged the will and desire to defeat Orochi. And that will is already beginning to take shape. Look, my lord and Lord Cao Cao have already left to prepare for the coming battles.
Cao Cao. Why must he do such things? Just make sure he does his part.
You were right, Daji. Cao Cao is a frightening man. He has set his sights beyond the commonplace, and he will raise a storm that will engulf all. Yet, for that, he will not stray from his path, for he knows in truth the importance of his task. Orochi thinks only of himself. That is why he will ultimately be defeated.
Cao Cao's men gave fierce pursuit, determined to put a stop to the efforts to revive Orochi. Kiyomori looked to hinder their progress with his massive demonic army. However, the appearance of Nobunaga Oda turned the tide against him, and Kiyomori vanished within the dust of Tong Gate. However, Kiyomori was merely hoping to buy time until Orochi's revival was complete. The Serpent King had returned. Cao Cao and Nobunaga, the hero of chaos and the Demon King, stood together as one, unfazed by the news of Orochi's revival. They set off for the final battle, which would take place at Guandu. Together, they would ensure that the Serpent King would not rise again.
Why must you insist on being so hard to kill? You should always quit when you're on top.
Orochi, your madness ends here. This battlefield shall be your burial ground.
There is nothing that cannot be destroyed.
Preparations are in place.
Attack! We will send Orochi back to the pits of hell from where he spawned.
I am whole again. For mere mortals, I am now out of reach.
We must first cripple the enemy's vanguard and push our front line forward.
Very well. Let us have
Can anyone stop me?
I don't even need Orochi's help! My cannons will be more than enough!
Can anyone stop me?
We cannot proceed as we had hoped! Without Orochi, the world of men will fall into turmoil and disorder! I have nothing more to say to idiots who fail to understand that!
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
Now this is more like it! I can feel the blood pumping already! Time to get my hands dirty!
Can anyone stop me?
Hurry and secure the remaining garrisons.
Just the one garrison remains.
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
You can't get past me! You got no chance of stopping Orochi!
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? to take you all on! Can anyone stop me? stop me!
Very well. Funnel the remaining enemy forces to the center.
Crush the weak. They have no right to life.
They're in position. Riflemen, move in.
Can anyone stop me?
Yes, all armies, advance and finish them off.
You fool! Orochi is behind! You cannot stand against him!
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
Yes, but there is still more to be done. Overcome this hellish army, and you will have earned the right to face me.
Death is almost certain, just how I like it.
No matter how many bodies you throw in my path, you cannot stop the might of the WEI.
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
The honor of defeating the Serpent King will not be all yours, Cao Cao.
Let us show this devil once more the strength of human hearts.
Brave leaders, I am grateful that you both responded to my request. Together, we will make Orochi fear our combined might.
So, the leaders of the three kingdoms unite.
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
It was you, wasn't it? It was you who took Daji away. Give her back at once! I mean it!
They're Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me?
I'm so sorry, Daji. I wanted to help you.
Can anyone stop me? Can anyone stop me? Anybody else willing to face me?
Come, show the Serpent King your true strength.
Can anyone stop me?
At last.
This thing's not gonna jump up at us, is it?
No need to fret, Dianwei, as long as this woman can do what she claims.
My friends, let us celebrate in honor of my glorious victory over the serpent.
Orochi has fallen.
But you are still worried about the Demon King and the Conqueror.
Orochi, this world you have created here, it appears to belong to these humans now. However, that is what you wanted, is it not?